Meet Ronalda Pearman, homeschooling mother who makes learning an adventure for her child, Tanama. With creativity and enthusiasm, she turns everyday lessons into explorations, showing her dedication to making education both fun and personalized. Together with her husband, Robert Pearman, they ensure that their 6-year-old, Tanama, is given the necessary tools for her homeschool journey.
My Taino ancestry and cultural practices is what really was the driving force behind homeschooling, because as you know now, there is the extinction narrative that all the Tainos died out. However, we aren't, obviously, and so it was very important to me that my child learned her ancestry and also lived the life of it. And so school for me, that was the first, public school for me was the first barrier that started to come up in terms of if they're teaching her that she's dead, she's going to have that continuous struggle to continue to defend who she is. And so it was very instrumental in continuing the legacy in the capacity of homeschooling. It is extremely important that I have a schedule or a routine that is flexible, that will allow for life. And so the morning routine will begin from, say, 7:30. We greet the sun as a part of our cultural practice. We give gratitude, and then from there we'll move into family discussions in our own little devotions. We'll have breakfast, but sometimes breakfast is probably her even assisting me in the kitchen. I also get to structure screen time. So if screen time is probably like 3 hours for the day or 2 hours for the day, then for those screen time, it is very educational and she's learning something from it. Structured learning is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. it's just outside. So where she's running up and down, she's catching butterflies, she'll learn about the leaf of life, she'll learn about lemongrass or fever grass, aloe vera / Cinco Bible. She will, right now I have little holes in the yard where she'll dig up and break pieces of my plants and plant them, Just her learning about the earth, the soil, the different parts of the tree, a tree life, insects.
Games are fun, hands-on, interactive, and educational. They teach so many skills. So what we do is we ensure that we incorporate games education into her curriculum, and the objective of this is that she has an opportunity to lead in some of these activities. She chooses the games that she wants to play, and we ensure that the options that are available are those that will develop various skills that she will have, right? Problem solving, calculation, various things. Creating your space, I should make a point, is solely the responsibility of you and your child, because it doesn't make sense to create a space where the child finds uncomfortable. Learning will never happen there. So have a conversation with the child. You have these learning posters. Does she find it scary? Does he find it attractive? Does he want to look on it and point, or reinforce a lesson that he's learned previously and say, oh, so this is what is there. Your learning space doesn't have to be big either. If it is just a small room or a little square, that is solely between you and the child, because learning takes place everywhere. The Jamaican government's education curriculum is one of the best in the world, my opinion. It's very fulsome. You get a lot from it. However, sometimes the tools in which you use to communicate that information to the child may be a little bit lacking, and so sometimes we will have to use a different curriculum to
as a tool to navigate those spaces, and in terms of giving the child what they need. So for me right now, I'm working with the Ministry of Education curriculum. I've termed it traditional cultural studies because we don't just teach her Taino culture, but also our Maroon heritage culture. And we have a very good relationship with the Windward Maroons, that's Charlestown, Scotsall, and Moortown Maroon community. And so they also come to our events. We also go to all of their events. I don't want her to miss out on those. How do I decompress? I do gardening. I have my gardening time where I'll, ask my husband to, while they're doing their arts and craft or game schooling, I'm outside, one with the plants. Another way I decompress is painting and coloring. So, and I have my self-care journal.
A part of home education, I want to make this very clear, it is not about educating the child, but everyone in the household, because we're all learning from each other and we're all learning from interactions. So it is critical to view home education not as something isolated and separate from a public system, but it is an integral part that should be added to any type of curriculum or education plan for children of all ages.
Anybody who is going to take on homeschooling must have self-care as a part of their routine because it can become intense. If you know as a homeschooling parent that you're reaching to that point and you have nobody to get a break with, pause. A pause is better than reaction.